Hey guys. Hi. I don't know if I did it right the first time. This time that'll be a first. I tried to use my old Windows tablet I got by accident, and at the very last minute, it just it wouldn't work, which is a bummer. I love that thing. I'll make sure I have the chat right. I couldn't sleep, so I figured if I can't sleep, nobody's sleeping. So I thought I'd talk to you guys. Um, I know I'm spontaneous. You know how I get. I get insomnia and then I can't sleep, and then I talk to you guys when something's bothering me. And something's bothering me, so when someone comes on, I'll talk about it. Hopefully, we won't have it like a shit show like we did last time. Until then, I'm just gonna carry on with what I do. I can barely see that screen. Oh my god, there they are. They don't like when I get live. You know what I should do? I should look for those pictures. I want to show you more of those pictures that no one's ever seen. And tell you a little bit more about what I plan on doing until this inventory is gone. Jesus. Hi. Yeah. Yeah, go to my page. I'm live and there's nobody on here. Say, no, look, I mean, say hi to me. What? That's what's bothering me. I knew something was wrong. Oh, man. Shit. Shit's gonna hit the peripheral fan. I knew that was coming, and well, no, well, yeah, of course he's, you know, well, there was something wrong tonight, and which is why I spontaneously wanted to go live because I had no one to talk to, and I need, usually I get in my subscribers and talk to them, but oh my god, yeah, it's about stuff that you don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, I just didn't expect all this shit to go down so fast. It's not supposed to happen this fast. But I knew something specifically was going to happen to somebody. I just didn't know who. And I was sitting here tonight wondering why Roblin hasn't called yet. Huh. Oh my God. Jesus, Bobby. Was Greg there? Yeah. You were supposed to what? Yeah, yeah, no. But you tell me it's not done yet? Something wasn't done again? Yeah, but didn't you guys sign a 2 year lease or something? Um, well, I pointed out to Roblin that this isn't going to last forever. Yeah, yeah, like, I'll deal with it when it happens. Yeah, I know. But um, I pointed out to her. I said, "You're not used to this," and she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Paying bills." She's like, what are you talking about?" I'm like, "Remain." She's like, she totally forgot about 10 years. She totally forgot. Completely spaced it out. Who we got? Somebody just came on. Usually Apple gets on first. It's like a competition. Yeah. My girlfriend called. There was a death. Well, was Greg there when it happened? You know what? I hope you did real hard too. You better put a dent in it. All right, let me call you. I'll call you right back. Night. That's just. This is why I'm antsy and why I can't sleep. It's just the empath in me. I knew something happened. Hi, Jim. It's going. You know, I couldn't sleep, and I figured if I can't sleep, nobody's gonna sleep. I know I'm a dick. Um, it's getting on my nerves. I try to use another device and that I used to use, and right at the last minute, it's just I'm like shit. I haven't used this in like 4 years, so I had to break out the new one and start all over again. So, and then while I was waiting for someone to come on, my girlfriend called and told me that somebody died that's going to significantly change some people's lives. Oh, please do. I can't believe this. She knew it was coming. How did you get a little story about me? Oh, absolutely okay. I'll give you time to type and all that stuff. I would love to hear it because no one's ever done that. I'm usually telling them stories about themselves. Okay. It was one of my earlier, yeah, I'm sure it was. Can't wait to hear this. I remember doing a Let's Get to Know Deb one. Did you see one? Tell me you saw one. Make my day. You saw the outline. Really? That's probably more than I saw. I had a trouble seeing the white, which would be the interdimensionals. I could only see the galactics, which were, like black, in your face. I didn't see them until later because I didn't see it. You saw it. You saw it. I did not see it. Um, at the time, I did not know that they were multidimensional, so I was looking for a big black, of course. I didn't see it because he was still in another realm. You saw it, though. You have the gift. Planet Monster. Oh, God, I got a lot of them. I did not. I think I will, though. What's it on? Forbidden Planet Monster. That's funny. Now, depending on how far back it went, like when the interdimensionals are coming in, hence the portals. Now, the portals, I can see the birds bringing in galactics, but I didn't see in between. I didn't see the dimensions yet. Let's put it that way. I woke up one morning and was able to do those drawings or whatever the hell they are. I know it looks ridiculous when I do them, but which shows me all the dimensions, which is what I'm outlining. And then you can see the faces coming in like from the clouds, like out of nowhere, like they were. I have, which I'm still looking for my pictures. Before I did this, I was a photographer and took pictures and just sold them, at the flea market, whatever. Um, Damn, I didn't see that. And if we would have known back then that you have to know the titles of every one of your videos or you can't find it again, I would have written it down. Okay, because when you have almost 4,000 videos on YouTube, you can't find them. Somebody said to me, he said it was in your video, busy busy little bee. I'm like, I have a video named Busy Busy Little Bees. You know what I mean? You run out of titles. But I would have written it down in order to find it. Was the creature walking with me, toward me, or behind me? Do you know? That's why I always say everyone has different sight, you know? And my question is, why am I here? You know, what do I have to offer anymore? I don't understand where my place is in this industry. I haven't found it yet. I've been going through this for a while. I know certain people have. We all started as Bigfooters because I had an experience. A significant amount of others had experiences. That's why, hence, we sought out Bigfoot. Because what other hairy bipedal in North America would it be, right? Um, and we, next thing you know, I'm abducted into a club and big secret and yada yada yada. And I was trained by the best of the best, so I knew I wasn't seeing things. But they couldn't see what I couldn't see either. But you could, you know. That would be the interdimensionals that you saw, the white ones. Yeah, the ones that I call it like coming from the clouds. and I'm bound and determined to watch to see them get dropped off. I'm just like so. I'm always all the way up there, all the way up there. It's like who just dropped him off? But that's what's coming in between the portals that are bringing the galactics. But they're constantly fighting, and I'm wondering if perhaps they're not the creature. I mean, I don't know if they're sending on purpose by the universe, to sit at the nuclear plants or whatever. I just don't know. Or they're tired of waiting for this treaty, whatever they need. They're hungry now, you know, if they promise not to be seen, which not many people can see them, but a lot of them can. Do I understand it all? The Bigfoot was just strolling left to right and away. Okay, to the left, to the right, and away from me. Oh, they're very fond of me. There's a female who um, I actually okay. I say I saw them maybe 3 to 4 times with my own eyes, and I was walking on top of my mountain because from my bed I saw this praying mantis structure, huge, with the feet out, but through my camera I could see metal, like fittings. I'm like, that's not wood, that is metal. And my boyfriend, he got really upset. To the point where he took me up there. It's like, don't bother taking me up there. When I get up there, it's going to be wood. I mean, that's what they look like. And by the time we get there, it's all over anyway. So I walked up there with my girlfriend, Linda, and she's got her camera on the ground like this. She's always looking for footprints. She's a little flaky, I call her. She knows. And I got smacked in the face with urine. I mean, like, and I looked up and I'm like, and I just went like this and went around her mouth, I'm like, don't fucking move. I'm like, they're right in front of us. And she's like, I said, don't. I said, back the fuck up, right? Now as I'm backing up, I'm taking pictures, right? Yeah. I'm taking pictures of the whole thing, and this Bigfoot was being raped by an alien. I mean, I'm talking Ultraman, okay? I'm talking slick, black, long, look like Ultraman. I mean, I'm talking alien eyes. I mean, the whole nine. It was crazy, and there was aliens all around, and there was Bigfoots all around, and they were in cages, or some of them. These beings. I don't think they were Bigfoot per se. Believe it or not, there's a lot of planets out there with hairy bipedals, but I I'm getting to the fond of me. Well, I became a new grandmother, so I was just crazy, crazy grandma. Well, who knew she didn't leave with them when they left? Um, she opted to stay because she was being used, you know, for her eggs. They couldn't, kind of like the Greys where they cloned themselves into extinction, or near extinction. I'm assuming the species did the same thing. And they were using her, and she knew that they were going to take her babies. So she stayed and she hid for 9 months. And that spring, I saw her. I saw the babies, and she had them right under my window. And I always had the window open, and I'm always singing to my grandson, to my baby, because I had a baby, an infant. So when I saw them, I had to leave the window open all the time and the TV on because they love the TV. So I would babysit for her. How do I know all of what I saw it with my own eyes? This is one of the times where I saw them with my own eyes. And I'm trying to show it to you, and I'm trying to think of where I put the pictures. I was too afraid to put it on the computer. The only evidence we have of this is hard copies. Now I sent one out to Indiana Cryptid the other day. I sent one. Where did I put them? I'm still a mess with all this. But a lot of these pictures, I would just before I was into, or before I had my experience, which was I didn't see on a camera until 3 weeks later. You know what I mean? I just accidentally took a video. I captured it on video and was showing my girlfriend. Look at the freaking mess that they made because I knew they were there. I knew it. It showed all the signs, and secretly, my whole life I was looking for Bigfoot. And then when I saw Patty, it was all over. But I mean, like I would take pictures, and sell them. Pretty pictures, yeah. And then I'm looking at them like, oh shit, I can't. I had to pull all these out. It's like I can't sell that one. I can't sell that one. I can't sell that one. Oh, about the details about alien relations. Well, I know that I know that the aliens, the grays. There are so many different species of grays. I don't know which ones they were talking about. Um, Cloned themselves into near extinction, which is why they're always playing with our genitals. You know what I mean? They didn't do the correct math way millions of years ago, I guess. How do I know all that? I have no idea. I've known that for so long. I don't even know where I got that information. Um, but trust me when I tell you, I'm the type of person I believe nothing I hear and half of what I see. So it took me a year to study who I was going to study, which I've been studying for the last 9 months, 10 months. It started with ancient civilizations. It was Paul Wallace, or was it Ancient Aliens? The show. um, I listened to him like you saw what happened last week. It was a shit show. This um, MI Sky came in and started talking the Bible. I never read the Bible, nor will I ever read the Bible. But I was just like, whoa, whoa. Everyone's talking about things I don't even know about. Is all I can tell you is this. When I hit on something really close, I get followed. I've been followed for 10 years. I get followed in the sky, especially when I lived in the mountains. Because the only industry in the mountains was um, a seed factory, which would have access to what? DNA, seeds, right? And that was it. Aside from that, it was bomb fuck Egypt. I mean, there was nothing. And I come home one day from the doctors, and my dog started acting funny. And I'm like, "What's the matter?" And I look outside, and it was a 14 alarm. This factory went down, and I saw them in a cage, they couldn't get out. The spirits, they couldn't get out, and it was horrible. And I'm still trying to look at my phone because I have to have that. I should have that on my Google Photos somewhere. But the next morning, that evening, I was doing an explanatory on the TV, and something came to my window, and I'm alone in the middle of nowhere. I don't even know where I'm at. My husband just died. And I'm like, there's this diamond in my window. I'm like, I'm like, yes. That's the one who I call me lady. When you hear me say me lady, is following me in the sky. That's me lady. She was a diamond who came to my window. And I saw in her stomach that she was pregnant. And she had a bubble, whatever that could have been called by the camera. I don't know, but I just don't know. And she started playing my videos on her stomach. anything, you know what I mean? I'm like, the next night she shows up again, but there's two of them. And I wasn't getting a good feeling about it. And I said, "Are you being followed?" And she said, I said, "Are you safe?" She said, "No." So I've seen her in UFOs. I've had UFOs in my. That's right. God, I forget all this stuff. There was a UFO in my woods when I came home from dropping my grandson off, and I didn't know what it was. It's dusk. It looks like the woods. I'm looking up. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Because I have seen these guys literally like stand on each other's shoulders, trying to get up in a tree. It was just like the Three Stooges. And I'm like, you guys look like a barrel of monkeys. What's going on up there? And then I noticed, this interaction, the quick, quick, quick. I'm like, wait, now understand. I mean, if you would understand the videos that I never put out on YouTube that I were shot down in Project X by Mark, I had pulled over and seen aliens hurting babies, but I thought that, like gurneys, like in the middle of the woods. I would pull over and I'm like, what did I say? You wouldn't believe what I say. Mark was laughing so hard. I said, what did I say? I said, get the fuck off of my babies, you son of a bitch, or I will get out or something like that. And he's like, Deb, stop yelling at the aliens. Now, I thought they were kidding. I still didn't get the concept that there was aliens at all until they landed in my yard for the babies. And I called the UK. I called Bigfoot Tony, I think. And he said, no, no, it was Mark. I called Mark, um, Colorado Bigfoot. And he said, get your ass out there because I'm freaking out. My cats. This is when the day everything came to play. The little people were there. I saw everything. Okay, my cat's hair's on standing up and she's running sideways. The whole nine. And and he's like, go out there and get the fucking shot of the babies. Right. Get the shot. Get the shot. Get the shot. So I had to stop crying and change my attitude, and I took my camera and I went out with the attitude, that he told me to have. And I didn't even I went to go around the corner and I hear, bam, there's this stick, bam. And that was the mama saying, under no unconditional circumstances, I trust you with my babies. But don't you think for 1 minute I'm not watching you every fucking minute. You know what I mean? So that and so many other things, when once they landed, they never left my mountain, the aliens. And the interaction between Bigfoot was no more, there was no Bigfoot. There were always aliens, you know. There is no such thing as Bigfoot. There's multidimensional Bigfoot who I'm sure he can do whatever the hell he wants. Because I've been screamed at and he was there. I've been taken into a portal. I mean, lady took me into portals. Oh, beautiful, like you've never seen. I saw the Indians being brought up from or the Hopis being brought up from the ant people. She would turn my woods into streams. There'd be huge pterodactyls flying out my window. I would have to take my cell phone before I would go outside. And you haven't lived until you've seen a 6-foot praying mantis in your tree. God, I miss them days. But why? What's the purpose of them? But anyway, me lady, at night, and nobody watches my night videos, you really should. You just don't know what you're missing. You really just don't. Um, Facebook has such a shitty transfer too. It sucks. It's terrifying at night. But I saw me I saw me lady as a woman. I don't know how I knew it was her, but I did instantly. Um, she was at my accident scene. She was at, she's like everywhere. She follows me everywhere, or she did. Now she doesn't so much anymore. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Um, but there was another UFO that started coming in from the east because she always came in from the west. And my grandson would watch the one in the east, and he's only like 4 years old. He's like, "Mommy, it's split. It's split. We got three," and it did. But what's the point? I forget my point. Oh, I've seen her as a galactic as well. So I don't trust her, and she knows I don't trust her. I think she's a double agent, so to speak, because she was in the UFO when I got home from dropping him off. I seen her with someone, and I've never heard of a Sumerian. Okay, and I named him Ishtar, who I thought was her husband. But um, next thing you know, it just started getting really. The woods started getting really loud and loud, and it's just going in circles and circles and circles, and it's going real fast. And I have this shitty cell phone, and this thing went right over my head. I mean, I don't. How it couldn't have picked me up? It had to have picked me up. There's no way I could have gotten away with that without it being picked up. But I don't remember what happened. Um, that's on my earlier videos. It's on there. Um, and then I tried to enhance it. It made it even worse, but it's still on there. I guess I can look. I'm going back as far as I can, but actually, it's this computer right here that I can get back the furthest, and I guess this one I can probably get back too. But like on a regular tablet, you can't. You know, I'm going on 10 years now, so in the same video, it was the same video. Yeah, because I could see it because it was black. Okay. Yeah, I could see it because it was black. That's the way my vision works until now. I can see I see too much now, and they did it to me overnight. I could see everything. I could see the dimensions walking outside. I could see the dimensions. And it's driving me crazy. But yeah, to me it was probably like an everyday occurrence. Like I see UFOs. I don't film UFOs anymore because it's so prevalent that nobody watches them anyway. And they're not. It's not like when I used to go to Joel's where they followed me down there. They're a little busy right now. You know what I'm saying? Who follows me when I went live on at the shore, um, bitching about I don't know who was the guy. There was some guy who was doing one of them shows, sort of like not finding Bigfoot shows. Was it Bigfoot Odyssey or not? It was one of them shows. Um, he said he was there waiting for the crew to get back or whatever, and he was hanging out having a couple beers, by the campfire, when a Bigfoot came up and put his hands on his shoulders like that. But it wasn't one voice; it was three voices. Like I've always said this. Everything's three. I said they're 3D, they're dimensional. I said you got one looking straight, you got one looking to the right, and one looking at the left. This is why you can't see them. They turn. They don't cloak. They turn. All they have to do is spin. You know what I mean? If you ever came face to face with an alien, you don't have to worry about. Don't look at the two eyes you're looking at. You need to look at the nose and the mouth because the two eyes are going to go whoosh, and that's what's going to rush you, like just like a raptor would. And I caught on to that real early on, and that's how I can see them People need to learn to look with a profile. You're looking for profiles. You're not looking for, you know, and you're looking for faces. But if you when you really look at the faces, you'll notice there's always three, never one. That's why I can't draw them and like circle them. I can't circle them because it's not the way the dimension goes. Uh, But I don't know if they're fond of me. I just don't know because I don't know if what they are. There's so many, and there's so much more depth to this that I mean, when I seen that Bigfoot take a step on top of my tree and go straight up in the air, you know, that kind of changes your life. Oh, I was abducted when I was 15 by a big saucer. Me and my girlfriend, the one I still hang out with. So it took me 30 years to find her, and 30 years for me to remember that I didn't remember. But I found her, and when we get together, shit hits the peripheral fan every time. But she was with me. Oh, yeah, I can't remember anything. I didn't know that we lost 6 hours until for 30 years I didn't know that. It wasn't until somebody asked the right question. I always started I always said or started the story out with we were walking to the dance, which we were. And I was, well, I don't know. See, the thing is, and this has a lot to do with it, I think, if you listen to the Gray story and all that. I was a virgin. I was the only virgin at the time. I was a gymnast, so I was very late. So I would have had a shitload of eggs. Oh yeah, oh encounter. Oh yeah, this was like you see in the 50s. I'm talking a huge spaceship, huge lights. You can touch it, and as all I remember thinking was, where the fuck are all the people in the houses? What are they? Where are all the people at? And every time we tried to turn, it would go. Vzz, vzz, vzz. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we were taken because I don't remember anything after that. And that's and then years later on Project X, I meet some guy, and I couldn't figure out why he was so fond of me and give me such whatever, because he knew me from somewhere and he could not put his finger on it. It was driving him crazy. And then he remembered. He said, "I was in the same ship that you were abducted in." Now, how weird is that? I'm like, "What?" He goes, "That's what it is. That's what it has to be." I don't know if they gave me extra abilities. I don't feel like I'm doing them any justice because I don't know what they are, except for the empathic shit, which is a real pain in my ass. I don't see how that's helping anybody, except giving me grief. I don't know, Jim, if I've been touched by that encounter because I didn't think about it ever again. Really, they have a way of just you forget everything. Who's Billy Meyer? I don't know if they were, if it was a rogue. There's a couple different abductions. Depends on who you want to believe. I believe in me, but I have to find me now. Is that the website? Huh. because somebody had told me on my live chats, whatever, that I need to be looking more into UFO sites, which I haven't been. I've been looking into, you know, myself. What's it called again? Is they fly? Okay, Billy Meyer. But this experience, and I'm not talking about the first one. I'm talking about the ones after that. I mean, these UFOs, they would come right up to my window and just storm my room for no reason. You know? Oh, really? I got some amazing photos. It's hard to see what's going on, and the real good ones. She went up to run. She's being raped. But we eyeballed each other, and I was just telling her it's okay because she was humiliated more than anything, and she's the guy who was not. I don't know if it was another Bigfoot. I really couldn't see, but just stood up against a tree like they always do. And she went to run, but realized that she couldn't and had to stay on all fours, if you know what I mean, doggy style. And it was terrible. But I don't know how long she stayed. I'm still looking for my babies. They would be like 7 by now. But in looking at that video a lot closer, the one where I went out to take the picture, you know, and she scared the pants off me and I ran back inside. I delved into the bushes, and really looked at these babies, and they're being fed like a factory lineup, like aliens. So they were more alien than they were her species, whatever that may be. But we were on a mission from God, and I don't know. What I want to know is how, if you're sitting in a tent, okay, you hear a Bigfoot or a cougar or something walking up on you, okay? You grab your girlfriend by her hair, you pull her in the tent, you shut the tent. How does a alien or Bigfoot like being take you into a portal or on a ship because there was metal from a mountain top? I was in a tent and we lost 3 minutes, and it starts with me talking and it ends with me finishing my sentence. And we didn't know her video was recording. She put her phone down, and then he picked it up and went over to the fireplace or whatever, and everything went quiet. I mean, silent like a lamb. I mean, like a lamb. No more crickets. No more nothing. And there's a dove, like looping, starts looping in the background, or an owl, which is what I talked to. I talked to an owl in Mount Braddock. I was told that they mimic owls. Oh, no, that's neither here nor there. Oh, really? I would like to hear something like that. No, no, they're not here to bother us in any way. No, they're the sweetest little. Are you kidding? They're adorable. They might just be waiting. Get tired. They're tired of. Maybe they found their own way in. They're not listening to the rules of the universe. But that's what I think. I think I'm filming pirates. That makes any sense. You know what I mean? They didn't get permission from the Federation or anything like that. Um, they're just tired of waiting and they know how to get in. But they're not, but them, now I remember back in the day too, being told about time travelers. So these would be our kids, in essence, if you want to go there. And the Galactics are so busy chasing the time travelers and putting time back, they didn't have time to do anything else. So who knows? I was told I was the one to find the missing link. It's been found. There's nothing missing. When was this? See if I remember saying this. Oh yeah, that's me. Did I say I went to the bar and got laid, or did I say I was going to go to the bar and get laid? There's a big difference there because it's been a long time, so I don't think so. I probably said that's what I felt like doing. Okay, yeah, it's time. Thank you. I feel much better. I'm gonna check into this guy because I need somebody who has the same ability as me. Thank you so much, Jim. You're a big help. Thank you. Have a good night.